struggle with doing paid traffic myself. I just struggle with it. I've gone through all the courses, and it's just my best unique skill sets is actually crafting a way to sell something and crafting an offer, and identifying where people would buy it or vice versa. And so what I've realized is I love SEO. The grunt work, I need other people to do it for me, which by the way, you're Superfast. I use a lot of your services. So you got your Superfast. Which one is it, James? Is it Superfast?
SEO Partner, I think you.
Yeah. I was going to say Superfast Sites. That's one of your other ones. But yeah, SEO Partner, we use that for I think 9 of our sites with you guys. I love learning it, but then I want to find out ways to leverage it. So yeah, researching is, I mean, if you're not studying every single day, and if you're not diving into like your market that you want to own, then there's no way you're gonna win.
Yeah, that's something I've really observed you do differently. I bump into a lot of people, but you ask a lot more questions than other people, and then you dive in very aggressively, and I think it's because you're very good with the sales copy and crafting the offer, and it's a recurring theme that hopefully people listening to my material will hear all the time, is that you have to be doing the right things. And so taking action in itself is great, but if it's in the wrong direction, you're no better off. You've tried a couple of very different directions lately, and I think we'll talk about those more at the live event. It'd be interesting to see what lessons you've learned, and hopefully you'll share some of those with our students.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, we can go more in depth at the live event, but I will tell you this. I've gone on like a 3-year, what you might call vision quest or whatever, to identify what my next stage in life is going to be. And I've tried everything, man. I've done CPA. I've done my own offers online. You know that I have some offers that we're doing with direct mail. I'm trying free trials off of Facebook. We're doing a new thing where we're actually driving people, and then we're doing the phone calls with them. So there's so much things to do. So I'm one of those, you talk about the Fast Finder thing. I think the thing that, one little tip I want to give everybody right now is just write this down, is when you figure out who your customer is, you get outside of your computer and go meet them and know them and become a part of them. Here's a great tip. I'll tell you this is, one of the things, James, that most people don't realize is they don't even know who their customer is. They think they're all internet marketers. The reality is that for any of you who are selling to, whether you're doing internet marketing, consulting, or local business stuff, your best customers most likely are people that absolutely hate their profession. And that, in a lot of terms, comes out to dentists, chiropractors, CPAs, lawyers, because they got money, so they'll buy your courses, they'll buy your stuff. So I mean, I like getting out there and meeting people and not being afraid. The second little tip that I like to give everybody is that fail so fast that you just become so immune to any kind of criticism around you. Confidence is something that's built by experience, and you can't read enough. You can read 12 books on how to have high self-esteem, but you know what the best way to have high self-esteem is to just fail like a bloody fool and come out the other side with with some successes, and because of the person who you've become, that you can handle anything that comes your way and you can do it again. Now, the reason why we're friends is just because we're both doing great stuff, so we really like talking to each other. And there's other reasons, but there was no people are always like, well, how do you network to know all these people? Just do great stuff and be someone that is doing great stuff, and you just become a better person, and you attract a lot of the same like-minded people. I love meeting people. I think going to live events is one of the best ways to meet people. Like yours coming in October. The other names and the other people on this, I want to say on this card, but that's like a fight term. On your roster,
you can put some jelly in the middle of the stage if there's anyone you want to take on.
Oh man, maybe just some Filipino, Kalistics, but
we're on that, you're very passionate about fighting or some sort of martial arts. Is that a tie-in with your business success?
You know, I don't know. I mean, to give, you know, there's probably some martial artists listening to this. So let me just clarify. I'm a weekend warrior type hobbyist, and I think that I love the Filipino martial arts that I'm studying now. I've done a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the past. As a hobbyist and as someone who just is trying to become better at things, and I also think that one of the things that adults stop doing is they stop putting themselves in situations where confusion and frustration are part of the growth curve. And anytime you're experiencing too much success, you need to either you're not learning or trying, you're not testing your boundaries, but you're also not trying different stuff. Your brain doesn't expand unless you will allow it to experience what's different. So martial arts is kind of my other thing. You know, like today we were doing stuff in the gym, and I reached points of overload and confusion, and that is the only place where learning and the next breakthrough occurs. So yeah, I just think it's part of who I'd like to be, and you know, I like it for whatever reasons. You know.
Fantastic. Well, you know, the interesting thing for me is that a lot of our students, a lot of our network are very interested in applying internet marketing knowledge to real business, and that's one of our current themes is, you know, once you get past registering a domain name and setting up a website, you know, where most of our community is now at the point where they're really growing proper businesses and interacting and creating valuable assets. And I'm so looking forward to seeing what insights you can help them with to move them into dealing with real businesses and growing a substantial business. I'm sure when you were lying on that mat going through the yellow pages, you couldn't have dreamed that you were going to be selling $35 million worth of stuff from that one action.
Yeah, you know, what's funny is no way. And, you know, here's one little trick. And there's two things I like to say, James. If I don't know if you're wrapping me up or whatever. I mean, I can talk all day, and I love this stuff and can't wait to meet all your people because I'm passionate like you are on this. And the first thing I like to say is, for those of you who are in verticals and who are looking to model some of the things I did in the past, the one thing I would say is don't blindly model what I did in the past because some of the things have changed, and I'm totally happy to share that and give my perception to what is different. But where I think the higher dollar opportunity lies is, you know, we are is having some kind of having some kind of contact with your customer. If you're doing their internet marketing and you want, say, a dozen customers paying you $3,000 a month, that internet barrier where you're not just somebody reaching through a screen to grab their wallet. And the second reason I say that is because the data that you will get from your first handful or dozen or 2 dozen of clients is so unbelievable that it will create your next $1 million, $2 million. Your next product that's going to generate $1 million is in that first 20 customers' problems, you know. And then the second thing, James, you just brought this up, which is great, is no, I had no idea that I'd be making. I just want $1,000 a month. You know, I mean, that would have been like the most unbelievable thing ever. And it was funny, last night I was writing my goals for one of the companies that I've just started, and we've already launched in the last 60 days, and it's already on track to do 1.5 million, but our game plan is to bring it over 8 figures within the first 14 months. And my goal is within 3 years to sell it for $36 million. Now, my original goal was to just have a nice cash cow that was coming in, and then I started surrounding myself with bigger thinkers who had sold their companies for lots of many $1 million. And so my thinking, and as I've told you before, like I've just made an intent decision to surround myself with people that are thinking way bigger than me and have experience and wisdom that I don't have, and just learn every night and study and try to become better. I mean, that's kind of my theme right now.
Awesome. I think you're doing a terrific job of it, and I'm looking forward to your presentation. It's going to be outstanding.
Awesome. Hey, at the event, I'm launching a brand new book and audio that I'm going to give to every attendee. It's called "Charity Was Never Meant to Be a Struggle," and it's not going to be very long, but it'll be a free gift that we give everyone who signs up for your event. And it's going to be really simple, but I need a deadline or a timeline to accomplish it by. So I figured your event will be the grand opening for the thing.
Well, there you go. It's on public record.
It's on public. Right.
Well done, Ed. Well, thank you so much for putting aside the time. I know it's getting late there, and the family's all asleep. I'm sure you'll have a productive day tomorrow. So we'll see you at Fastweb Formula number 3. It'll be awesome.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, James.